Yeah, buddy! Double! Hour and a half late, baby. Let's go. Dude, I think we should just nightclub it up. Just nightclub it up. Yesterday, I literally was on the biggest roll that I've ever been in. Just ideas. It was just boom, boom. Oh, actually add it up to that. Actually move it over to there. Then move it over to there. And then share it to there. And then how are you going to put it on X? How are you going to put it on Facebook? It was Idea Central. It was Idea Central last night. It was Idea Central last night, boys. What's going on, Mr. Boltonston? How we doing there, Mead? Emired 5760. We got so much going on, and it is... we got some bugs. We got some bugs. We also pushed out a lot of new features. All right. Before we get into the bugs, this is what we built. We have people texting me. Let's put that over there. We don't need people texting me right now. How are we going to get this out there? We are going to make pivots, videos, ideas. This is how you do it. This is how you vibe code it. Just one punches. Just bop, 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 bop. Where does that go? To AI. AI then rips out a thumbnail, sends it out to the public website, to the agents, or to the members. Then I get it, then I download it, then I put it on YouTube. That's gonna be automated once I fill out this stupid API form that I have to go to Google for, which says I can send my own videos up to my own channel. Thank you very much. Then a AEO, SEO article is written publicly. And this is it. So that was the little, that opens in a new window. We're gonna get rid of this. This is how they like it. This is how SEO, AI, they want to jump underneath in the code to where everything is. Obviously, this is ugly. This is just a filling out. Facebook. This is how Facebook should be doing the shares. The video pops up, everything looks beautiful, gets the word out. X doesn't work, LinkedIn doesn't work, and I'm gonna remove email. Then we're gonna go down here, we're gonna have an area that says bookmark, we're gonna add in a bookmark area, we're gonna add in a favorites area here on the left side of the members area, so you can easily go to any page, any space, anything you want as we build this out. So let's just pop into the bugs. Hey-oh! Probably copyright music. Whenever trying to highlight text on a report, bug might be possible for other pages. I don't know, but if you go so far to let it UI closes the report the bug. Where's my chat? Did my chat go away? Where's my chat? All right, you're removing email? I'm actually thinking of building my own email. I want to get to a point where I am completely self-sufficient. Right now I'm paying for Google. I just got a notification from this company that my subscription is up. Well, guess what? I'm filming my own videos. I don't need you anymore, Riverside. Okay? So now the big boys are getting involved. The PE firms, okay? This is when it gets very interesting. All right? So the PE firms, I'll turn down the music. The music's probably too high. The PE firms are the Blackstones. Those are the Sequoias. Those are the guys that invest A, B, and C series, okay? I'll just give you a little inside baseball. Once you start getting to Blackstone level, Vanguard level, Goldman Sachs level, now you're playing with tentacles. You're playing with veins that go into every facet of life. Farming, manufacturing, production, shipping, transportation, trains, flights, everything. OpenAI just announced that they will receive upwards of $10 billion or something crazy, some crazy amount. Anthropic's just on board as well. They're gonna get some crazy amount as well. What they're hedging against is what is gonna happen, okay? I know I gotta get into the bugs, but boys and girls, this is very important, how you have to understand how AI is going to be working in the future. You have to, and I might make a video about this, you have to go in and build your own dashboard, like your own life dashboard. If you have a family, your family in their to-do list. If you are educating your kids, you have that. If they play sports, whatever. You have to go in, and just like I did here, you got to create your own inbox. Okay, this is my own inbox. Yes, there's prompt injections. I'm never giving this email out publicly. However, this is my own email. Okay, it's never going to show up. It was trying to prompt inject. I went into security hard yesterday. Then I go into here, I have my own docs. I'm moving off Google Docs. I got my own calendar. I got my own journal. Sleep score, which is from Aura. I got my videos, which essentially I could shoot my own videos, which then go into this. This is everything that happens. Can this be cleaned up? Yes. In other words, are there bugs? Yes. Are there feature requests? Yes. I put in hashtags. Someone requested hashtags. Boom, we put in hashtags on the upper right. This is a goals area. I want people to come here and actually have a goals area. Over here, we got a new guy. See 2 comments? That's a bug right there. That's a bug right there. I went ham yesterday. Benjamin's Gaming. That video player. There's 2 types of video players. Okay. The video player here is not buggy. It is going through AI and clipping out silences, which I'm probably going to take out because it's not as good as Opus. This is Opus. And that's Opus. So I go in here, this clips out all the silences. The actual video player is not buggy. It just clips out the silences, which I might take away. So essentially, when I go into the individual video, it tells me what it actually did. It ran through AI and encoded the video file so then you can play it. It gives me a title, it gives me a thumbnail, then a better thumbnail, cuts out the filler words. So the filler words is essentially the bugs. I think I might cut that out. The chapters is essentially when you go on here, on the individual, these are the chapters. I'm gonna need that because that's gonna go up to YouTube automatically. Over here, transcript, show notes, community video, the pivot post. This is what obviously is not working because YouTube has to say yes to me. Half the time doesn't even play doesn't even play in the videos. Well, that's not good because I essentially built the videos player. All right, let's see if it plays.
So I just completed.
It should be the same video player, whether it's in here, because then I added in a share button. Oh, you're right. I added in there should be a share button. Yep, share button. So then when you go here, you can share this with your own notes to the feed. You're right. You're right. All right. You're right. So that's a good point. You can see right here, it's continuously loading. This is a bug or a flaw somewhere on the video player because when I'm on the website, whether it's the members area or right here, which is the members video area, the video player is not playing. We have to understand why this is happening. We need to always have it loaded before you anticipate them playing the video. And also it's continuously loading in front of where it's actually live playing with them, kind of how YouTube does it. All right. Uh-oh. Real Tracks gave you a big prompt. Yeah, I saw the 4D, or the 4. All right. Hey, Charles, I made a full prompt, sort of like a shop system, much better UI. Okay, the main bit to look at is probably the end. It shows the overview of everything being added. But I don't know what UH means. But I made it. So just saying, I think it said code all for Opus 4.7. If you want help writing any more prompts, you could just ask. All right. Whoa, my boy's throwing this boy out. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? As soon as this prompt is released, immediately begin full output. without asking questions, without confirmation, you are now acting as a senior full stack, okay? Huh. What's up with the shop? Why does everyone go to the shop? The shop is like literally something that, oh, you guys are actually using this. This was built out by Claude without my, I was like, just make it fun. This was like months ago. I haven't even touched this, okay? I was just like, make it fun, make it cool, and it built this on its own. I didn't even know this existed. You found this, by the way. You found this. I did not find this. I didn't even create it. You must create new shop categories. All right, all right. Assume the current streak free shop is the reference implementation. Okay, section 1. Wow, dude, this is a spec. This is a spec. If I would implement these badges, Brookie Hustle, Brookie. Oh man, Brokey. Remember when AT came out with that? That was funny. That was funny. Overlord 10,000. All right. If you want this, we'll implement it. I didn't think anyone wanted this. I was saying, hey, listen, let's make it fun. Let's make it fun. Let's make it cool. Holy sheesh, dude. You really went full stack on this. Now beginning, generated immediately. Do not wait. Brokey. Dude. Is AT still a thing? Andrew Tate? Is that guy still out there? Is he still pumping out content? Is people still going to Hustlers University? Oh man. What a waste of 50 bucks. You guys are going to become copywriters. Everyone's going to be a copywriter. Everybody become a copywriter. It's going to make you billions of dollars. Just join my Hustlers University. My Hustlers University. To bridge minds thinking now is that, dude, this is 444 lines. What in the heck? That is wild. All right, we'll see what it produces. Let's see it before and after. Let's see it. Now begin generating, do not ask a full system in one continuous structured output. Anything in here that says explain something, just do everything yourself that is completely error-free. Wow. Look at this. He's just sitting there, he's like, 440 lines of code, a prompt, of spec. Whoa. There he goes. It thought. Bye-bye. See you later. See you later. Yeah, yesterday this was all yesterday. I was just jamming on the train, man. Everyone was just head down, doom scrolling. AI is taking over my job. This is happening in Real Housewives. This is happening on sports, just doom scrolling. Dude, they're all gonna be automated. The PE firms are now involved. Their tentacles are now involved in the two biggest closed models in the world. I don't think you understand what that means. Like, that is fast forwarding the AI race to UBI. Clip that one. Clip that one. Put that on Twitter. Clip that. That's exactly what it is. UBI is happening. It's going to be 30% of the market. And it's funny, I got you guys a conference room. It's right next to this guy's office, and he keeps on passing by, looking in like, who the heck is this guy screaming at a computer right now? Well, sir, we're gonna be screaming for a lot longer. We'll tell you that much. All right. And then they still ask a question. We already said, do not ask questions. Do not ask questions. But you know what? We have a prompt for this stupid question. We have a prompt. Actually, I forgot this. I could delete this document. You gotta build your own stuff, dude. You can't rely. You can't rely. There's gonna be a time where it's gonna be SaaS after SaaS after SaaS after SaaS. That it's gonna be, we can't afford this, we're out of business, or we're merging, and now, or the price is going up, or the compute, or the AI, or the features. It's just computation. AWS said it. AWS has not sunsetted one of their chips. They said they can't. They're using such compute that they can't sunset any of their chips. That's the future. The future is going to be all these companies just going after compute. They can't afford the future. Okay, so we got We got real tracks. We got Aaron. Aaron's coming out here 14 seconds ago. Oh, now it's showing 2. That's weird. Maybe because I refreshed it. Who's this guy? What's going on here? What's going on here? This is not a real name. This is not a real name. Sorry, buddy. Sorry, buddy. We got something else. We got something else. All right. Oh yeah, we gotta get this guy going. Dude, stop asking me questions. I got a prompt for you. Do the best prompt I've thought of. The AI is so lazy. AI is so lazy. It has 7 things to do. This one is to change the name and it'll do that. Oh, listen, I did number 7. It's like, bro, what about number 1? So you say the hardest thing that you can think about. You do that. You do that. I don't want you changing names or moving it over to a different cell or row or column. I want you to do this hard. Let's bring up the chat. Let's bring up the chat. What are we saying in the chat? Bro wrote a thesis, I know. Just wrote a thesis. He got his doctorate. He got his doctorate. All right, let's move this over here. All right. We need you to put in a guardrail against using anything except the alphabet for a user's name. This is a hard guardrail that you must put in place. Actually, it should be anywhere or in the bio. Yeah, we don't want anything. We don't want anything except the English language. Okay. Continuous loading issues. What was the root cause? Spinning stuck overplay video, no real buffer. Okay, browser couldn't cache. Okay, good. That's a good. And then, by the way, the goals. So what we're gonna do with the goals, by the way, over here, look at this. We got the active users right here. That's gonna be growing. I don't think you understand. This is new. Kind of gives you like a prompt, ask a question, post a snippet, drop a resource, share a win. This is gonna go up here or over here. It's gonna go, how the hell are you number 1? How are you number 1? Who is this? Who is this? Who is this? Who is this? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We got a 404 error. All right, let's go into the bugs. Let's start doing this. Copyright music. Don't worry about copyright music. What they do is they say, take out the 30. By the way, the AI is the one that was emailing me from YouTube. It wasn't a person. Everything is AI at YouTube. It'll be interesting what their next model does, to be honest. I'm surprised Google's nowhere near Codex or Anthropic right now. Maybe their next Gemini model will be there. I have no idea. But for how many resources, how much servers, how much cloud, how much data they have, how their talent, that they're nowhere near Anthropic or OpenAI. Well, all right, let's do this. High priority. Is this the video? What kind of music are you playing in the background? What kind of music are we playing in the background? Oh, you can't copy it. All right, that's a good bug. That's a good bug. Who is that? Tracks. He's dropping the bugs. All right, we got to check the videos because I'm not closing out that chat. Videos is very important. Videos is what's going to take it to the moon. That's how I got 10,000 people to not live streaming. I'm losing money on ad revenue. I'm losing money on the business because I'm not focused on the business. So this got to work. Congratulations to the Bridge Mine. The boy hit 100 and whatever thousand. He's a very interesting character, to be honest. He's a very interesting character. I'll tune in. I got tuned in last night. And that's the difference is I understand ideas. So I have this, when you go to the homepage, it auto plays not on volume. Even though the volume's up, that's a bug right there. That's weird. That it plays, oh, you can't skip to it. Yeah. The reason I did that is I didn't want people to right click. Obviously, you can still download the video. Yeah, you're right. That is buggy. That is very buggy. Gemini seriously lacking. It's good on the interface. Yeah. We need to change this. When I go to different parts, when I scroll using the scroll bar for the video, it takes 4 to 5 seconds to actually load. We need to look into why this happens. All right. Here we go. What are we going to put in here? Latin letters? No. Strict. Oh, Latin letters, spaces, rejects digits. No, you can do digits. Punctuation, emojis. Accents, non-Latin, most aggressive against these. Okay, strict. Latin letters. I don't know. Apostrophes, period. Allows names like O'Brien. Okay. Any? No. 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 Reject on save. Return 404. Save the clean version, less disruptive, but the user may not realize their input. Yeah, let's go like that. Let's go like that. What do you think? Entropy. Uh-oh, 9735 just entered the chat. Everybody, hide for the hills. Hide for the hills. Do you do anything special to ensure the different chats don't overwrite another chat changes? So the BridgeMind guy said it yesterday. He got the exact same answer, is that I am now at the point when the only time I see them running into each other is when they start to commit at the same time. That's the only time. They don't run into each other because they're all working on certain areas. If I'm working on the video and then I'm working on the feed, those are two different pages. So I know that now. In the beginning, they're running into each other and they're writing all over each other. But now, what's interesting is it'll come back and it'll say someone else is writing on that live. Okay, I forgot this guy's still playing in the background. So you could just see where they are right now. That's the easiest way. BridgeMind has 8 going. I think that's crazy. Also for your subscription, you're gonna blow through, especially if you're using Opus levels. You can have 4 concurrent, why did this stop? Why did that stop? That has happened a lot. I don't know why. It thinks, which is good, and it has a much better memory system. I've noticed that. The biggest thing that I added to make sure that the coding was good was right here. It has to take a picture of exactly what it was supposed to. It's taking another picture right here. So it's seen what it coded. Single biggest thing right there. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Are we getting a call from YouTube? Yeah, I'm sorry. Your servers are down because there's 10 people watching. All right. All right, I'm sorry. I'll kick people off? Okay. What are you? You're watching too? What? What are you talking about? Oh, I'm sorry I talked about the Gemini model. I didn't know it was that AI. Hello? Are you Tom Cruise? Is this AI robot? Okay, yeah, no. All right, shut up. They're not happy. They're not happy. I talk badly about Gemini. Google's got to, they got to kick rocks. They got to kick rocks. You want to see my my ad revenue? My ad revenue is literally just like a ski slope. It is a ski slope. But what are you going to do? See, this is the, I was wondering, I don't got the money to be running for it at a time, at least not for long. Yeah, I think the biggest thing, I'm going to make a video about this because so many people ask the same question. Literally, my cousin was saying the same thing on Sunday. He's like, what do I build? That's the wrong question. The wrong question is not what do I build, is what do I want? Because you can't, what's his name from Dirty Jobs said this. He said you get good at something. Because there's people that make a lot of money that they weren't very good at, and they now own a huge farm and they're really good at whatever that is. But the problem is today you have to enjoy it to be good at it. It's really, I wrote this circle out. I think I'm gonna go live behind the members area so it's not just clogging up the feed. But there's a whole area like this. Everyone's seeing circles like that. You want to be somewhere like right in the middle, like right there. It's what do you like, what are you good at, and what makes money? What do you like, what are you good at, and what makes money? The problem is that people are only going to go after money, but the problem is you're probably not good at it and you probably don't like it. Like if I sell shoes, a guy I used to know, sold shoes. Okay, this video thing needs to, root cause was sending it to the cache private, okay, on each response. 2 fixes shipped, measured on, okay, so it halved the buffering, okay, uncache forward seek. We need to make sure the video player, because that's going to be a very key part of the community, the website, and everything else. Right now, the exact same video player must be used, so we are not spinning up multiple video players. There's a video player on the public website, iCharles.com. There's a video player within the iCharles community, within the videos area. And there's also one that actually should be the only 2. There's also one when I'm recording as well. Here's the URL. That's the most important thing, is you got to do this. You got to do this. This is what Google's good at. You got to do this. You have one central thing and it's wired to different interfaces. Google's very good at that. Very good at that. It's the exact same inbox, but the database just wires it. And it's like basic, but they were never like that. They really centralized it within the last 5 or 6 years. Within the last 5 or 6 years, Google has made their interfaces so much better. So much better. I've been using Google Business for probably 10 years. I've noticed a significant difference in the last 4 to 5 years. Their interfaces, their speed, their ease of use. Because when you do Google Business, you have an administrative area. That place is an absolute disaster. Even Google Console. Like, I have to use Google Console to wire up these videos, and it's back here. So this is Google Cloud. This, like, all of these options over here are just absolute disaster, mitigated disaster. Anyone use this? This is what the BridgeMind guy does to take screenshots. I don't. I just use I just heard a bing. Someone got something. Yeah, it's a problem. A lot of people just aren't creative, or they're badly creative. Am I the only one who likes looking at the webcam more? Yeah, I got cross-eyed looking at both. You know what? It's very interesting because I think what Google is going for, because there's a guy called Blitzy, and Blitzy is essentially building on top of the AIs, the frontier models. I don't think anyone should go into frontier modeling. I don't even think people should be even making their own models. Like Cursor said, they made their own models. They're like, oh, you're building on top of Claude, make your own models. And they apparently made their own models instead of wrap it around Claude. But what this guy did, Blitzy, he said, we're not going to be in that game. We're going to be in the architecture game in which you interface with us on the enterprise level. So an enterprise would be, say, I don't know, 5,000, 10,000 employees. So like Cursor is not an enterprise because of the amount of employees, but they are enterprise in the amount of money they actually make. All right, so let's get this video player going, because I did notice that. So this is the video that I film every single day. I'm gonna film a pivot every single day. This is gonna be every day. I just have these ideas. I'm like, I need to get this out to people, because it's the question, what are you building, is even the wrong question. That's a wrong question, okay? Because you have to build, the first thing is, what is free that I can build to make my life easier? For me, it could be, you know what it could be? It could be a tracker of tasks. It could be a to-do list. It could be a calendar. It could be an inbox with your own domain name. It could be your own website. It could be your CV, which that's going nowhere, or that's going away. The CV is going, the question's gonna be like, what did you build? That's the question. All right, these guys are running. Okay, so this is how you know this guy's committing right now. This guy, he's taking screenshots. This guy just started up. This guy might be committing right now. So what I do is I'll pass it, or I'll stop it, right? Because now he's gonna start checking the lower left. See, he's gonna say that he saw other commits going and it's not part of his work. Okay, do the hardest, most challenging. Oh, so this is Real Tracks. We gotta make Real Tracks happy. Here's the marketplace, let's see what it did. Added in this, wow. Okay, What is your end goal, Real Tracks? That's the question, is like, what is your end goal with this? That's the question. Is it a marketplace of points, and then what are you selling? You know, a marketplace, I agree with, points is good. However, what is, and as I'm saying this, ideas will start to accumulate in my head. Yeah, training your own models is odd. The reason I say this is not because you're never going to get better than China or the United States. Like, you're just never, like, I know that Karpathy, however you say his name, I know he came out with the learning about you and things like that. It's, I don't see that as productive. I just don't see it as productive. I used it for a little bit, but the incremental gains that it's doing is so small compared to what any of the open source or any of the closed source are doing. That's my opinion. Okay, who the heck is member 82? Oh my gosh. There we go. Get rid of those. Get rid of those. We're gonna run up to 50 and then no one's gonna be able to join for free. No one's gonna be able to join for free. Let's go. Who's new? Who are we gonna welcome in? Who's new? Today. Oh my gosh. Test member, he's done. He's done. Blocked. Oh boy. Oh. Go to Shop Hub. Oh, I'm sorry. I was yelling. Some guy next to us, I was yelling too much. I can't go anywhere else. I can't go anywhere else. He was on a call and he just said I was yelling too much, so I'll calm down. Look at this. This is part of the security, by the way. The security is amazing right now. It's real time. It's using Cloudflare. It's monitoring DDoS attacks, likes, comments. Look at that. So you tried to get in here and you got blocked, bro. You got blocked. You got blocked. And then who are these people? Hana was already in here. Who's Milo? Uh-oh. Okay, Aaron's been in here. Milo's new. Hana, I thought we already had a Hana. Is this a woman? Do we have our first woman member? Yeah, that needs to go. That needs to go. Get out of there. All right. Go to the free shop. Shop Hub. Ooh. Whoa. Send points, earn flair. Oh boy. All right. I like this. We need to keep on going. We need to keep on going though. Oh, I know. I got you, Tracks. I got you, Tracks. I got you. We're on the same page. Wealth badges. Uh-oh. Oh, there's your brokey. There's your brokey. Do you want a brokey badge? Look at that. Look at that. Okay, okay. Ooh, that's fire, dude. That's fire. That's fire. All right, let's keep on going with this. I like this. I like this. All right, everybody find some bugs in the shop. I think this is good. This is a good feature. I like this. This is cool. This is cool. All right, let's keep on going. Let's go over, no, let's get the prompt here. Do the most challenging priority next. Let's do this. Minimal viable product, you have to launch. You have to launch. I've had so many startups and you have to launch. You like Craigslist, he just launched and it's still janky and the guy's a billionaire. All right, let's continue going. Let's see what else. What I deliberately did not do, I didn't build the phase 3 dynamic features that need product calls, feed ranking. All right, let's do that. Do the most challenging priorities next. This guy is done. Let's see, what did he verify? Okay, so that was the UI disappearing on select. So when you're putting in a new bug and you're saying something, when you highlight it, okay, you could copy and paste. Was that the bug? When you highlight it, it goes away? Or no? Okay, I just joined, but I got a host error. Yeah, one though. The reason being is it was probably restarting the server. What I do not recommend people doing is watching videos while I'm actually coding. I was actually thinking that the other day. All right, so this is it. on how annoying it is. Okay, it's saying someone, whenever trying to highlight a text on a bug report, and you go so far, let go while off the UI, it closes the bug report. I gotta watch this video again. I'm not, oh my gosh, dude. What is this music you're listening to? Is that from, okay, you're highlighting it. You're highlighting it. You're highlighting it. I'm not seeing the bug. Oh, you can't highlight? Is that it? Are you saying? What's the bug? What's the bug? Is the bug you can't highlight text? You got to write it in the comments because I'm not seeing what you're putting down. So when you go to new bug, Weeb music, yeah, that's I don't know what kind of music that was. That was quite interesting. Are you saying that you can't highlight it? So I just did Apple all. All right, we'll just move. These are all done, I know that. So go over here, look at this little feature, so much easier. So much easier. All right, we'll say working on that. Obliterate this account off the UIs. Oh my gosh. Oh no, you got banned, bro. You got banned. You got banned. You got blocked automatically. I don't need to ban you. Exploit account. Yeah, you're already blocked. Get out of here. Get out of here. How many emails do you have? How many emails do you have? Are we doing unique emails? Wasn't this account supposed to be executed off the account for denying the times of service and exploiting 180,000? Yeah, you're already done. Completed. Done. Out of here. Very big space and long messages. I don't understand what you mean. Oh, okay. Mainly longer text, especially ones that go to the next line. A massive gap of space. Got it. All right, I like that. I like that. Huh, that was a bug right there. Oh no, it closed down. Okay, let's clear this chat. Let's clear this. I have 30 emails. Bro, that is, that was weird. That was a bug right there. That was a bug right there. Oh, here we go. Copy to Claude. Did it not? Okay, there we go. Send it, brah. 30 emails? That is way too much. Okay, the video, here we go. Personal videos, pivot videos, community videos, public. Okay, the journal, okay. Every fix that lands renders elite player from now on. Question for you on the journal player. The journal page uses a separate, smaller player that's been carefully restyled with a, okay. Let's see what the video player does now. That's a big fix right there. Getting that video player up and running. See if you have the host error anymore. I'm assuming that's because one of these guys were committing. Let's refresh. Let's see.
I just completed day. So I just completed day. So I just completed
yeah.
day. So I just completed day.
Yeah, still
so
janky.
I just completed day 24.
Still janky. We might need to, which I don't want to do, we might need to go to an open source video. And we're probably going to take out editing, cut the filler words right here. We're probably going to have to take that out because it's not up to what, it's not as good. And then we're going to add in a YouTube area right here where it's going to give me a YouTube video. It's going to give me, right now this thumbnail is on me. I copy it and it's a prompt. And then I go into thumbnail for vids, and then it describes exactly a closer blah, blah, blah. So that's good. All right, let's go back to bugs. Let's see, copy the, okay, so we're working on that. Wrong level shown. On the right side of the feed, it is your weekly leaderboards or whatever it's called. When hovering over it, the user shows 2 different levels. Okay, that's a good one. That's a good one. Let's go working on, that's a good bug. All right. Okay, so this is live verification. Okay, so no names can now be outside of the alphabet. So none of this janky stuff that you're essentially joining with. All right, let's go over here. Let's put that in. That's the shop. This is the video player is still not working up to speed. When I'm on the public website and I try and use the bottom control to move the video along, it doesn't go to the spot. It just replays the video. I don't know. It was playing really well. And then I added in, I shouldn't have added it in. Do you like my new PFP? Why? What'd you do? What'd you do? What'd you do on the front? Let's go over here. Let's go to the feed. Where do you find the shop? Aaron. Vowels. Vowels. What do you mean? You can't use vowels? All right. Is this real? Do you think these are real numbers? We got to make sure those are real numbers. We're not doing fake numbers over here. We're not doing fake numbers. And then also these upcoming calls need to get out of here. Get out of here. No one's doing any upcoming calls. Yeah, so the For You page is essentially going to be, why, what'd you do? Seth now has 1,500 points. How did Seth get 1,500 points? Real track, so you're just creating like all these fake people and just giving each other points. Oh my God. Oh, this is for the week? How'd you get 1,500 points this week? Uh-oh. Chuck 2. Live on camera came into 4th place. Yeah, I think we're gonna put this up here, or I don't know. What do you think of that? What do you think of that? Is that available to you, or it's just available to me? That's weird. I don't know why that was added there. That shouldn't have been added there. Yeah, that shouldn't have been added there. Okay, I'm back. I had to make myself homemade McDonald's burger. Dude, I haven't had a burger in years. I haven't had a burger in years. Years? That's probably accurate. Or a hot dog. I haven't had a hot dog in probably 10 years right now. At least 10 years. At least 10 years. Okay, so this is the shop. This is the bug, excessive spacing and long messages. Let's see, let's make sure that they're not all committing at the same time. The points, that's still going. I'm in the main checkout, okay. That is for, okay. That's for the leaderboard. And then this is the actual player itself. Fix excessive spacing and long messages. All right. Let's see what other bugs. What do we got? Unless mentions. Yeah, by the way, we, feature request, hello, feature request. We put in a hashtag poll to fresh. Ooh, that's a good idea. I like that idea. Let's oh my, upvote. Come on, boy. Oh, it's restarting. So on the, that's a very interesting idea. I never even thought of that. That's a good idea. That's gonna touch the main feed though. Should that be on the main feed? Apply, sheesh, look at that. Set a trigger threshold, release behavior. So right now I put the main feed as latest because there's not enough people that this is trained to. There's not enough content for you to be, so this is the default. I put that as the default. And then obviously we could take this out. I'm assuming that's not available. Yeah, I wasn't in McDonald's for years. Check the DMs. Are you guys DMing back and forth? What's going on? What are we doing over there? Man, is it me or is it not? Like, what are we doing in the background? Okay, they're all taking pictures. Let's see what the latest news is. Perplexity. Anthropic declares unauthorized token stock trading void. What? AI firm named 8 companies trading its shares without approval and warned investors that such transactions have no legal standing? What? Are you kidding me? How did they find that out? Dude, I just got chills. That is a major, that would be, like, that's, I worked in finance. They are hypersensitive to this. Any big firm, oh, here we go. Banking analysts at Goldman Sachs estimated potential IPO valuation for $500 billion legal risk mount. Wow. why is this important? The PE firms, the big boys, the Goldmans, the JPs, they have such high stakes in a lot of these companies that are now losing value. Monday.com, HubSpot, Salesforce, all of them. It's going to be a very different market, kind of like networks. Did you see Bridgemind's? Oh yeah. Yeah, well, the guy that started, or the CEO, he didn't even want to be CEO. Dario was at OpenAI, and he's like, I'm probably smarter than the whole team. I'm just going to build my own model. That's essentially what he said. I didn't see his actual video, but that's the difference. Is mine is going to be synthesizing what's going on the Meta front, not like Meta the company, but like Meta or macro. Like, what does the macro thing mean to me? And then when I see Blackstone doing an investment, $10 billion, knowing that Blackstone has their tentacle throughout the entire world, and then you look at them investing in one of these frontier models or the frontier model, and they're looking to go public, it's going to be a very interesting world. We'll just say that. It's interesting is an understatement, but nothing's investment advice. Here we go. Yeah, this video player must be upgraded. The Elite progress bar only had one click handler, no mouse down. Drag. All right. Okay. Drag 70% of the time, 20% of the time. Okay, so it's okay. Click regression. All right, let's see if it actually worked. This is really, and then this player right here is not the same as the one on the homepage unless they upgraded it. Okay, so they upgraded it. It's all the same player. It's all the same code.
I just completed day. So I just completed.
Yeah, it's still.
I just.
Still doing this.
Just completed. So
You can't even do drag and drop.
So I just completed.
Wow.
Day 24.
I don't know how it's testing it. That's an issue. Can this see videos? It is still not done and debugged. The video player still does not have the ability to drag to a certain spot within the video. Also, when I click down on a certain spot in the video, it restarts every single time. We need to spin up very intelligent agents to debug why this is happening. It's happening across every portion of where the video player actually is sitting on the interface. All right, this thing was going for a while on why the leaderboards are different. Okay, so you sit on the mouse over on the homepage. I like this idea, pull to fresh. I like that idea. Oh, it was restarting, that's why. Uh-oh, we got 6 people online. It's probably 5 real tracks. Seth, 1,500 points, okay. Chuck 2, 320. Come on, mouse over. Mouse over, it's not even working. It's just working for Seth. That's interesting. Now it worked. What was that? Oh, now it worked. Okay, that was weird. That was weird. All right. 218. Oh, you're right. Still not. Oh, this is for the week. This is for the week. This isn't for total. That's the difference. That matches up right there. All right. Let's go to bugs. Useless. You can add someone who isn't even inside the message. Oh, wow, that's a big one. That's good. We're gonna add working on right there. Wrong level shown. This is already completed, so we'll move that over. We'll clear the middle chat. We'll send this guy out. The videos are huge. Huge. Yeah. You should hear the conversations I hear on the train. It is, profile upload is difficult to discover. It happens, okay. What do you mean that's hard to, is it really? I tightened up the profile. I have so many ideas that I want to do with the pivot too. You think that's hard to see? Should it be like the Instagram color? All right, we'll send that out. We'll send that out. And then Real Tracks is up. Somebody's committing. Someone's restarting the server. Let's see. Anyone fighting on the same thing? Nope. They're taking pictures. They're taking pictures. This guy is taking pictures. And this guy just started. Wow. Wow. I want to see what this shop looks like when it's done. Look at these badges. 1,300. All right. Permanent collector badges from Brokey to Overlord. Oh, that's good. I can't, it's above my pay grade. I can't buy it. I'm gonna buy a Brokey. Ah, that's a bad. No, you gotta upgrade that. You gotta upgrade that. Utilities. Okay. This could be better. Productivity. Way too slow loading. Way too slow loading. I'm used to speed. I'm used to speed. Well, it's getting worked on right now. It's getting worked on right now. Maybe just fun of trying 4.6. Also, 4.6 is better than 4.7. Really? Refresh Brugs? Yes, will do in a second. How does your burger taste? Dude, I could go for a burger. This morning I had a, uh-oh. Something just happened. Something just happened. Something just got reset. Something just got reset. Uh-oh. We got something big in the bugs. Shop doesn't show properly. Well, we're working on it. We're working. Cosmetics. Is that within the shop? Okay. That's within the shop. It's getting worked on. This one, we'll work on this as well. And button no action in the feeds. Which one is that? Oh, that one's broken? That's weird. The feed has been working very well. Very well. That's weird. That's a weird one. Not only is it a bad user experience, it should be working so you can delete your own message. Claude, here we go. Why is this a thing? Dropping in the DMs. Why is your name highlighted? What does that mean? Probably Taylor's. I do. Thank you for... Why is your name highlighted? That's interesting. Look at this. Why are you highlighted? What does this mean? How do you have a check mark? What does that mean? I need to know. YouTube, you need to tell me. I'm verified. Verified for what? You gave them you took a picture of your driver's license, you gave it to them? Claude Code will never build such a good to-do list. Now I have complete picture. Here's my proposed milestone plan for the user's review. Ask user, okay. Mission planning 1, understand requirements, checked infrastructure, set up credentials, testing and validation, mission readiness check, identified milestones. Wow. Is that from Droid? Holy cow. Dude, that is sick. That is a good, dude, look at that. That's like, that should be a picture right there. And it's out of 10 too. That's out of 10 too. 10 plans. I have 140,000 people subscribe to you. Do we have a whale in the channel? Do we have a whale in the channel? Dude, I went out with a girl, dated this girl. This is when Instagram was not bought by Meta. There's still like 12 or 13 people at Instagram. This girl had like 130,000 people when like literally nobody had more than 400 or 500. This was like 2017 levels. Gary Vaynerchuk, nobody knew. Dude, this girl was making hand over fist on Instagram. She was the first influencer in New York City. She was the first one. It was a little strange, not gonna lie. Very strange where you're sitting there and you refresh, like you post it, you refresh, and then you're figuring out, should I delete it and put it in a better message, maybe better lighting, should I edit the video or edit the photo? This is when the feed was only people that you followed. Oh man, that was a wild time. How do you have 143,000 subscribers? What is going on in your banner? Oh boy. I don't know any of these except for this face, and I don't know where anything is from. I don't know where. How do you have, how is this possible? Okay, talk about hacking. Whatever you say, I'll go with, okay? How is YouTube not seen this? Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Are you a woman? You have to be a woman. This is not a man. A man doesn't have these three images. A man does not have these three images. Or that, or that. What is that called? Where you got a horn in the front? I don't know. I'm verified. How are you verified? How are you verified at 143,000? Anyway, all right. This was the irrelevant mentions, okay? Inside, tracks DM now suggests only tracks. Okay, good. Make sure that is universal for every single member. Yeah, that's a good bug right there, tracks. That's probably your best track. That's probably your best track. All right, now this is better, the shop. Okay, username redeemed, 7-day streak boost, streak revival redeem, double the points. All right, I don't like that. I don't like double the points. Who's, oh, whoa, look at this little fella right here. Is Aaron putting something down? We're not picking it up? Look at that. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. That's how it's done, boys. That's how it's done. All right, let's go back to the shop. Let's make real tracks happy. We got to make sure that every single day I wake up, my entire existence is... come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Yeah. Should we even have URLs in the... I don't know. YouTube totally took it away. YouTube took... Let's go to badges. I want to... Oh, I can't even buy it. Why am I at 0? Did someone reset me? Did everyone just get reset? That's weird. I just saw your name before on YouTube. I can just put a finger on it where. I love it. That's 2 angles. Opus Clips is tweaking, so his shorts are so funny to watch. Yeah, I know. Are you Unk by chance? Of course. My fiance mated. We got a man get married. We got a man get married. Tell us the story.
Well, we met on LinkedIn, and we were both going to coding class, and we looked at each other in the eyeballs, and I said hello. I said hello.
Why did my... That's a bug right there. That's a bug right there. All right, who's DMing me? What's going on in the background? All right, that's going. The points. Look into why the administrator lost all of his points. Clearly there is a bug somewhere, or did someone... Is there a vulnerability somewhere? I'm dropping a sub, that's funny.
So we were in CS class together, and she was studying C++, and I was on Linux. Linux was just, it was such a tough class. You know, it's just, it's how things are. You just start there. You understand that everything is a 1 and a 0, and she was just like, sort of like that. So I asked her to tea in the school cafeteria.
All right, Charles. All right, Charles. How'd you meet your wife, Charles?
Ah, that's a great question.
Bah! All right. The DM bubble timestamp was block level rendered K. All right, so the messages should be better. I agree with that. The messages was very janky. Very janky. Yeah, so now it's tighter. It's tighter now. Okay, good.
Did you just DM me this right now? Oh no, that was from before. Real tracks, are you? Okay. Look at that. Look at that. Dude, we're getting somewhere. We're cooking with grease right now. We're cooking with grease. Right, you also said this. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. The administrator has 2. He's doing, so I don't know, maybe I was restarting the server. That's why it wasn't working. Let's see if it works. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. You know what? I need a downvote. I need a downvote. Feature request for the administrator. We need a downvote. We need a report. We need to report this. Oh gosh. Look at Seth. How did we also want to find out how Seth got oh, here we go. Didn't you just say there's something with the SQL? W Trolls could pass off. Dude, I did a you've probably never heard of him because he's a comedian from about 20 years ago, Ron White. Ron White was one of the funniest guys. There were some really inappropriate comedians up until about 15 years ago. And my buddy, my first roommate, we were living in this studio that they T-walled. So they like took a studio and they put a T-wall. It was not up to FDNY standards at all. No way. It wasn't legal. Either way, we were on the first floor. We were absolute maniacs. Maniacs. This is when there's no cell phones and I was getting kicked out of bars. I was getting banned from bars. That was like peak Chad without actually having any game. And you get like mad at girls because they're dating other guys even though you went to school with them. You know, they're like, why would I date you? You're a broke loser living in Murray Hill when I could date this guy in the West Village who lives in a penthouse and he works at Goldman Sachs as an MD, managing director. And, oh man, where was I going with that? Why is my belt, I'm like losing weight in my stomach. How did Seth get 1,500 points? Oh, so he tried to get into comedy. And he's like, hey dude, there's a stand-up. You pay $5, just come with me, laugh at my jokes. And it's underneath this Chinese restaurant on Park Avenue. I was like, all right, dude. And he goes, but if you go there, you have to do stand-up. I was like, dude, I'm not a comedian. What are you talking about? He goes, just rip off some jokes from Ron White. I was like, all right. So I ripped off some jokes from Ron White. Dude, it was the most awkward moment of every one of the people in that audience for those 5 minutes. They were all comedians and nobody laughed. I was like, this is stupid. So I went up to one of the guys, or I went to a comedy show, and Jeffrey Ross hit on my girlfriend at the time. When I went to the bathroom, he sat down and he started trying to get her number. And I was like, what is up with the comedy scene? Like, what kind of janky move? Like, of course, it's Jeffrey Ross. He can, everyone knows Jeffrey Ross. Or Ross Jeffries? Ross Jeffries? Am I saying the right way? Who's the comedian Jeffries? You're gonna find a Lila Rose. Jeffrey Ross? Is it Jeffrey Ross? Yeah, this guy. This guy hit on my girlfriend. And I was like, what is up with this? So I had a client at the time, and he was pretty famous, or he is famous. He's not here with us anymore. I was like, you're a comedian. What is going up with this? He goes, no, it's not a good scene. They're sleeping with their girlfriends, they're sleeping with each other, they're just skeezies. It's not a good scene to be in. Everyone's pulling each other's back and strings and everything else. So, great story, Charles. I was so riveting. So riveting. All right, let's get back into this. Yeah, Charles, how did you meet your wife? Yeah. Who even is Seth? Yeah, all these people are going to start joining.
Oh, well, I'm actually the 49th free member, so
Put some respect on the name. Okay, so this was running hard on the videos. Running hard on the videos. Yeah, my wife is going to be, she's going to have to deal with a lot, but she's going to get a lot. She's going to get a lot. Every girl that I dated has been
unbelievable. Like, all right, it's the same video. Obviously we need,
So I just completed.
okay, so it goes there,
Know the temperature of the area on
does a
average.
weird,
This is your nutrition going, which is again hitting your.
okay, so it is faster.
And even
There is a weird
or AI,
thing when you,
they're not even real people.
here, there we go, screenshot this.
By artists. Why did Spotify go this route?
All right,
Because making AI content,
the girls that I dated have been like
not a huge.
amazing, to be honest. Like, I've never had a bad experience dating. No one's ever cheated on me. I've never cheated on anyone. Even if I've gone out with them like 4 or 5 times, 10 times, whatever. It's so weird seeing these videos of like broken people. Like, all right. This should be good for the messages. All right, so let's clear that out. Let's get some more bugs in there. Let's work on the video player again over here. Do some vulnerability testings. I own a startup cybersecurity company. Jeez, why the hell am I like bringing in all these people? I'm a former hacker.
This is your nutrition going in. This is the future.
I ransomed Rockstar Games for $500 million. Like, why can't we get like Steve from accounting who wants to start his own company? Or like Brent from Goldman Sachs who's got money and wants to meet up. Prompt auto fixed everything. Okay. So is this thing still a thing? Is that still a thing? Where you like tell it what it needs to be? Or are we beyond that? I thought that was like we're beyond that. Your task is to fully audit and improve my entire website and its sub-properties, mainly that. Okay. Yeah, but I don't want this going to the, okay, clarify the positioning, audience and value. Okay, audit and improve the structure. Yeah, do you really think these are good? I did this one time and it was the depth in which this is so wide that are you trying to get like who, community experience and engagement, analyze, improve? This is so wide that like the blast radius on this is so wide that I don't even see it as it's going to be helpful, because that literally includes everything. That is, who are the members, what are we delivering, the performance, the design, the SEO, which I don't want it to go public. Yeah, I have a very specific SEO content strategy. What is the end goal for there? What is the end goal? Clean up server? So is it cleaning up the server? We'll type in the vulnerabilities. I thought I had a pretty solid security session with my boy yesterday. 4 new posts. Uh-oh. Okay, those are not new posts. Maybe for that screen. All right, this was... Dude, is this the same bug? Yeah, we're already past that. We're already past that. They don't show properly. Cosmetics don't work. Yeah, we're working on that. We'll put that into the bottom left. We'll put that in the bottom left. What's his name was asked yesterday if he forgot his name. That's easy. That'll work. All right. So this, I guess, we'll do. These are small things, but I understand. I understand. I understand. When people get there, they got to see a lively community, that it's not all this blank BS and everyone talking about vulnerabilities. This is a safe space to put your vulnerabilities into the bugs. Oh man. Okay, we can talk louder. The guy left his office. Now we can talk at full volume so he doesn't. It's Claude texting you. Claude, stop texting me through the admin account. Text me in the DMs. Oh yeah. Yeah, I slid into your DMs. Where are the vulnerabilities? Where are the vulnerabilities? Okay. Also, we need to make hovering over the video play button at the bottom. When I hover over it, the white ball moves to where the mouse is and then goes back to where it's playing. So essentially, I want the hover over the actual playback track, the ball, to be where the mouse is. Okay, that made no sense. Claude is gonna have absolutely no idea what I'm talking about. Claude is like, what kind of idiot am I serving up on this server right now? Okay, those messengers, those are gone. We can clear. I gotta go to court and pay a freaking inspection fee because I was driving my sister's car and the Bible badges are supposed to show the images. Oh my gosh, real tracks. What are we dropping down here? This guy wants like an eBay going on here. He wants an eBay. Listen, eBay was just, who was it? eBay is not going anywhere. eBay is going nowhere. For like 10 years, I was like, eBay's gone. Stock was going down. Now it's not. Type into what you think the vulnerabilities are. I think you said XSS at the top part of the, when you first joined in and you somehow have 4,000 viewers and 140,000 subscribers and YouTube just said, unless you work at Google. No, I already said I have my own security firm. Bro, you don't even listen to me. I'm unsubscribing and getting married tomorrow to my wife. We're having 10 kids. All right, Charles. That's what my wife is gonna have to deal with. She's gonna have to deal with that. A guy who's at a level 10 at all times and vastly inappropriate when I'm by myself. I can only hang out with those people because that's what it was. Do we have no bugs anymore? Can I do my own thing now? Have I satiated all desires? Have I satiated? Can I become a brokey? I want to become a brokey. Oh yeah, this needs to be improved right here. This needs to be improved. That needs to be improved. Anytime anyone is buying anything from the shop, make the pop-up modal before they're buying more fun, engaging. It needs to be something that they're excited to actually do. And then there's a congratulations once it's done. See real tracks? That's how you do it. You just idea think. That's what I am. I'm not the walking on a treadmill, which I'm probably gonna do, in a standing desk, which I'm probably gonna do, when I make enough money to actually afford an office so the guy to my left isn't yelling at me that I'm too loud. That's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen. All right, okay, let's do security on this one. Let's do security. We got a hacker in the comments. We got a guy who has a cyber security. Oh, here we go. Oh no, this is the video. This was the video. Okay, no, we got to. All right, why is this a thing? You got to get out of here. Chuck, get the heck out of here. Hi, my name is Charles.
Yeah. Hi guys, my name's Charles. I met my wife on Hinge, and we go for nightly walks with the baby, and yeah, you know, I'm just living life, just really living life, and.
All right, where's the videos? Let's go over here. Let's refresh. All right, so the thing was the mouse. Now does it go there? It still does not go there. All right, let's get into a boxing ring. Are the Paul brothers still fighting? You know what? It's still, you know what happened? It probably maybe it's different videos.
So
It might be different.
I just completed.
Yeah. It reverted something. Unless in the videos, let's see what the videos say. Because the video actually worked. Now we need to unify the.
So I just completed day 24. That is SEO.
Yeah. So it's doing the individual videos, but it's not doing it out here on the public website. So that needs to be unified right there. That's what I was talking about in the beginning of the, that needs to be unified. That needs to be the same video playing from the same database with the same code. These players. Big prompt coming up. Big prompt. Big prompt. All right, so that was, okay, so the profile photo, this probably will make nobody happy, but we did it because we needed to make somebody happy. Oh, they took it away. They took it away. Hold on, was that the bug? Was that the bug? Remove the small white. Oh, I gotta read that one. So then when you go into edit profile, got it. Oh. All right. I take that back. I take that back. I'll go to confession. Father, for I have sinned. I thought the user experience was better to have a picture down here. Is that what, I think Facebook does it. Oh no, Facebook is edit the profile. All right, that's good. Now let's unify the videos. All right, let's go down. Oh, here we go. By the way, you have a vulnerability. All right, so we'll copy that. We'll put that into a chat. We'll clear this guy. All right. We have the world's greatest cybersecurity company CEO in the chats telling me that I have many vulnerabilities and that I'm gonna get hacked and taken over for ransom. So we need to do a sweeping, deep sweep of all vulnerabilities and make sure that they are put into live monitoring within the admin security page with the URL being this. Make sure to look for these within the to-do list as well, because there's a lot of them. All right, let's make this guy who had his fiance create his YouTube. Bro, we gotta start putting in some guardrails. We gotta put some, my wife isn't creating my social media stuff. Ain't no way. Honey, love you, fantastic, love it, pretty, very pretty, super pretty. Prettiest cover of YouTube at any channel at all times. But I have 143,000 subscribers, 4,000 views for that. Don't worry about it, honey. What am I doing? All right, I'm going in here. I'm getting the admin area security. Getting this, copy clean link. Charles, when was the last time you saw the chat? I don't know. We got the world's greatest URL is this. All right, let's send that out. Okay. We got to unify the video, and then we got to look at the chat. Go to the bottom. I'm verified. Looks great now. The edit profile looks great now. Oh, really? Thank you. Thank you very much. Claude is trying to slide in. Check feed, I bypassed the text restrictions. Oh boy, dude, real tracks. Ah, look at that. Look at that. Look at this guy. He's coming in. He liked it though. He liked his own comment. Let's do, I'm not even ready. I'm not ready. Charles, you're not ready. You gotta send that back into the ether. All right, let's open this here. Who is it? Who's the very smart guy? Tesla? Electric Universe? I gotta look into that. I have a video that's saved in my YouTube about the Electric Universe. It's that Y-Files guy. All right, what'd you say in the DMs? Here, run this prompt. Well, we gotta do this first. We gotta take a photo first. All right, go here. All right, 3 replies. Oy, 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 oy. Let's go here. All right, are these still? Oh, wow. There you go. Are you liking it? Or is that auto liking? Okay, that's fine. You should also have 3 buttons next to it as well. All right, let's go here. 1 new post. Ooh, live. All right, let's go over there. We have a user that has bypassed the no words in the comment. Look at why that happened and fix it. And also on the replies, there should be the 3 horizontal dots that will expand into flagging a message, deleting the message, editing the message, and all of those that are on the original post should be in all of the replies. All right, there we go. Live monitoring, yes, I thought I had that. I paid money to Cloudflare. Yeah, because some wackadoodle, by the way, some wackadoodle was about to get banned yesterday, or he got auto banned. Where's my backend? Let's go over here. Look at this. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. He's getting blocked. He's getting auto blocked. Nick G. Welcome, Nick G. I don't know who Nick G is. Active 5 minutes ago. Welcome, Nick G. All right, let's see. Joined. Anyone joined today? Nick G. Welcome to Nick G. This is probably Real Tracks. Gym Bros Unite. Hard style pre-workouts and ecstasy. Why was this woman staring in at me? That was weird. I gotta be honest. There's some weird girls. I think the girls have lost the plot. They've lost the plot. They don't know how to talk. Like, girls did circles around guys forever. Circles. They would milk guys for Knicks court seats, Yankees box seats, going out to Hamptons, Montauk, going to the Jersey Shore. These are all places in New York City to do, that wealthy people do. Do you guys have this? Okay. All right, well, I have to potentially go to mom. Back to MacBook microphone. All right. There we go. Hello? Should be working. Says that it's going. Oh my gosh. There we go. Live eviction. Oh man, I had a good setup. I was rolling. Is it actually working? Tell me if it's working. Now everything is in one screen. Oh no. Everything's in one screen. Oh, that stinks. All right. Tell me if it's actually coming through. Seth got 1 billion points while you were away. Oh my gosh, dude. It's kind of quiet. All right. Let's go to OBS. It is high though. This. Nope. That should go there. Oh. Here we go. There we go. Hello? Hello? There we go. All right. Let's go there. All right. Website crashed. Bro, can't be saying this. Seth. Let's see what Seth did. Oh, he's still at... Dude, I'm telling you, real tracks. That's funny. Hold on. The goat? What's this guy doing? What's this guy doing? How is that put in? We can't even see what you're doing. We're stuck on member screen. Oh, get it. All right, let's go to screen. Let's go to this. Let's go to this. All right, perfect. Oh, now it's huge. All right, let's go down there. Let's go here. Let's go smaller. They weren't even nice about it, too, when they were kicking me out. They were kind of mean. They were very mean girls. They were like, we have it at 12. I was like, I thought Harrison, my office manager, gave it to me. All right, let's see. This is Lighthouse. This was yesterday. That needs to be disconnected. All right. Let's get the vibe coding away. Let's go over here. Let's bring up VS. Nope, not OBS. VS. There we go. All right. Now we're back in it. Over here. OBS should be... Okay, there we go. Screen should not be frozen. Is it frozen? We can no longer create accounts. All right. What is going on? We got to regroup. Screen shouldn't be frozen. All right. Let's go over here. There we go. Yeah, screen's not frozen. Get out of here. All right. Gotta paste the prompt. All right, let's see this. So the vulnerabilities was this middle one right here. That's going through. That's big. This is fix the comment validation and add reply. This is right here. Yeah, that shouldn't even ask me for project stuff, Botenston. And then this is to make sure my on the following screenshots, you can see that you've been updating text I'm sorry, you've been updating the code for the video player within the community videos area, which is good and fine. However, we also have video players that need to be unified on the public website. This needs to be the exact same code rendering on different interfaces. This is very important that we unify this code. So find out where there are video players outside of the journal area that need to be the exact same code rendered onto different interfaces, whether that's the public website or behind in the community's member area. All right, that's very important. All right, so you're saying you got a... Now I could talk loud. Now I could scream from the top of the rooftops. All right. Paste bin. Gotta make sure so we're not... All right, you are a principal security lead penetration tester. Oh my gosh. What kind of name is that? Lead penetration tester? Is that a title of something? 15 years experience in offensive strategy. Security. Your specialty is to find unfindable vulnerabilities. Okay. Reconnaissance, surface area mapping. Okay, so there we go. Real tracks. Real tracks. This is how we send out a prompt. It's easy. It's to the point. It's not saying SEO. I don't want my SEO out there. But I do have to update the... All right. We also have to bring in the chat. Got to bring in the chat. Where's the YouTube? Was this it? Nope. That's just going to go to... There we go. By the way, this guy was ahead of his time. Music for thinking and building. There we go. I like that. Our boy's live. Our boy is live. He's now building out something that... let's go over here. YouTube Studio. All right, we're getting subs. We're getting subs back. Dude, this video is going to drop. That video is going to drop. Let's go to live. Somebody's live. Huh. Let's see what he's doing. Let's see what he's doing so I can see the actual chat. There we go. Doesn't even let you put your email. Well, maybe, sir, that's because you were crushing the account. Your IP got blocked. That's probably why. I think that's why. I'm not going to lie. I set in some pretty hard limits yesterday. Let me see. Security. Critical open scans. Let's see. Did anyone get... let's see. Nobody got blocked. Okay, so it did do a scan. Doesn't even let you put your email. Nah, I can log in still. Oh, okay. So you're saying, let's go to iCharles.com. Why would it default to that long bun? So you're saying join the community? Well, let's put in CBNYI. 21 spots left. Do we have 30 members? Is that real? How do we have 30 members? We got to start. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. By the way, in the YouTube chat, you could see it on top. It stays top of chat. You switch it to live chat, actual chat. Yeah, what are you going to do? I don't use those emails anyway. I'm going away from Google. Like, I'm just going to use fake Proton account or emails that I can delete at any time. That's what I'm going to. I haven't logged into Google in a while. I'm like full in on this. I am full in on this. All right. So the unified... Yeah, the chat above the thing is so I can see it on the right side. All right, here we go. What surfaces should I unify under rendering elite player right now? No, we're doing everything. We're doing everything. Everything is getting unified. One shared instance per page. Yeah. Per each lightbox opens, destroys, remounts the player. The lightbox already uses a single. Okay, yes. All right. Perfect. Boys, we got some W's coming up. I'm gonna do some banger videos. Banger videos. Content strategy. One of them is gonna be whoever prompts better wins. In other words, the idea of someone asking me, what should I build, is the wrong question. That's the wrong question. And questions give you the right or wrong answers. That's really what it comes down to. We'll let the, so this is it right here. This is it right here. Oh, I can't even go because all right. I'll just have to prompt it. Do the next hardest, highest priorities. Don't do the easiest. The hardest, highest priorities do next. And then in that same chat, we'll send that out. All right, so this was fix the badges. How do you like the, let's see this. Let's buy, did I not say, oh. Okay. There we go. All right. Let's see, the feature request. I like that pull down. That would be nice. The AI, by the way, in progress. Hashtag, we actually got that completed. Bada bing. Bada bing. Was that Muhammad? Muhammad. Why is it, what? 20 points? Let's go with, let's do this. And the security is going to be next. All right, so let's clear this. You think the refresh, that would be interesting actually. A refresh? All right, let's move this over here so I can actually see if there's, I did not put I have security going on in this bottom chat right here. And once that's done, it's triaging right now. 68. 68. There was a comment on what's his name's thing yesterday, Bridgemind, about his security. They said that you can press shift something and then get the authorization from Supabase. He's like, oh, I don't use Supabase. And then he literally outlined what he did. And I'm like, bro, why would you put that public? I'm like, it was like a trigger to have him defend what he has, and then told him exactly what he has and how to get there. I guess it's safe because he said it's not connected to the internet, but I'm like, it has to be because you have users. Like, how is it not connected to the internet? Is everyone like at your house? All right. Website as in iCharles.com. Well, it might be refreshing the server because we do have a lot. All right, fine. 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 Oh, that was the photo? Ow. It is refreshing the server. It's not crashing. It is, let's see. Who would be doing that? This guy right here? Yeah. Nope. Restarting right here. So he restart the server for that. That's for the video. So we're back. That's the thing is, top chat. Change it to live chat. What is it? Oh. Huh. Did he paste in the prompt? Not yet, sir. Not yet. All right, let's go with that. Paste bin. All right, let's go back to Visual Studio. Put that in. We'll just send it, brah. No. Actually, you know what? We're doing a full window. We're doing a brand new window. We're doing a brand new window. Did I already paste it in? Yeah. All right. All right, so this is to make Real Tracks happy. That's the thing. I don't know how in the future, say there's 50 people on there, 50 people watching videos. I'm going to have to commit everything at night. So I'm going to have to do research on the best way to do that. Or commit everything after live between like a certain time period everyone knows from like 12 to 12:30 or 12 to 12:15 or whatever. You just can't be watching a video. If you're like on the feed, that's not a big deal. But if you're watching a video and the server's getting reset, you're losing the video, even though I tried to put into place that it remembers where you are in the messages, it remembers where you are in the video, it remembers where you are in the feed, it remembers where you are in the chat, which, does anyone use the chat? This was kind of like a pet project. Oh, hello. See, it remembered where I was, and then there's the new message. I don't even have a profile picture. Come on now. Come on now. Inner circle. Is Andrew Tate there? Andrew Tate there? All right, let's, dude, that is wild. China is all in on, they are so, you want to hear something crazy? There was a story yesterday where, no, last week, where they went to China and then did a deal and then flew out at night after the deal, took the code and the money and flew to Singapore after the deal. A private plane out of China, on a private plane out of China, and they totally schnagled them of money. I wasn't following the full story because they were talking about it so high level, but they said that almost half of the people within Meta, I think it was Meta that actually did it. Meta, Meta, $10 billion deal, Singapore. Yeah, it's a crazy story. 2026. Let's see. Got no. May has been involved in several high infrastructures. They were, yeah, the Manus, was it this? No. Oh, yeah, it was. Yeah, the Manus acquisition. This thing. Look this up. Look this up. It's crazy. It's crazy what happened. It's like, China blocks the $2 billion takeover of Manus because of something that happened where they flew out overnight in a private plane and like took all of their code and the money. It is crazy what happened. It is crazy. And half of the people in there are, it's going to be like, the United States government is going to get involved. That's for sure. Because, I don't know, I'm saying this, here we go. Or async threads for the website commits, so only the subpages are being worked on, do not work in the rest site. What the? Yeah, dude, it's going to be, we're going to go out to a place that's random and watch massive robots just fighting each other. Or like playing football on like, these robots are like 25, 30 feet tall. All right, which one was this? Fix the validation. All right. Okay, so this should fix the, yeah, there's going to be a lot of cyber attacks between the U.S. and America. There's going to be foreign intelligence all over. The U.S. is already infiltrated. So, like, the U.S. is easy. China's not. China's very, very challenging. They have a lockstep. They got cameras. They got everything. All right, so that should have fixed the not putting any text in here. Okay. Try that again. Hashtag feature. We shipped it. We shipped it. See if you could do it again. Okay, so it's not allowing me to post. Try it again. That should have been the middle guy right here. All right, let's clear. I will copy. Did you see the Los Angeles mayor being a Chinese spy? Yeah, dude. I walk around New York City. Long Island and New York City. I'm passing operatives all over the place. I'm like, that guy's mustache doesn't look real. Like, you got glasses, hat, trench coat in the middle of the summer. No. United States is totally taken over, but it's fighting factions. It's like the people for hundreds of years that have been here in the United States since like the 1500s that have also been around for thousands of years, like the dynasties. Then you have Chinese, you have Israelis, you have new money, because the old money was like the Astors, the new money was like the Roosevelts. So, and like, you have the old money, which is the people who established America, and in the 1800s is the new money. Those are the Rockefellers, the Fords, the JP Morgans, and they're fighting each other. And then you have a layer on top of that, which came down inside, are the internationals. And that's, I wouldn't even want to be in DC. That place is an absolute disgusting place to be. I didn't even know that Los Angeles. Well, you need two types of intelligence, and the easiest intelligence is cyber securing or hacking into cameras. That's the easiest thing. Uh-oh, somebody did something. Run this? What in the heck kind of thing is that? Is that an actual, yeah, it is. Is that an actual, oh no. Are we seeing a bug real time? We're seeing a bug real time. I dare you to copy paste, run this. Heck no. That's a man praying. That's sacrilege. That's a bugger. This is in the messages. Yeah, it's going to be very interesting, I'll tell you that much. Actually, we're getting your... Oh my gosh, Real Tracks is just going crazy. No, I'm not going to run a man praying. He's praying. Come on. I'm not running a man... Let's do this. Let's go. Let's do the whole thing. And your actual... Oh, I can't even go to... Are you changing real time the... There we go. Delete this. Are you real time changing your profile pictures? You did. It was pink. It is pink. Now it's... Oh, wow. There you go. There you go. We got a bug. We got a bug. Yeah, I'm just happy I did not want to... Okay, so this is... Phase 5. Wow. Do the hardest, highest priorities right now and make sure it's tied into the security area within the administrator account. Here is the URL. We got to start banning people like Real Tracks out here dropping pink emojis. Admin and then security. Copy clean link. There we go. Where am I? All right. Yeah, I thought I set up something yesterday where it was a timeout per IP. Obviously, it is very, very... Obviously, you can change IPs, because I do. Nope, wasn't me, bro. I'm trying to get my McDonald's. Dude, who is eating McDonald's? Still eating McDonald's? Do you know what's in McDonald's, bro? Oh my gosh. Look into the bug. It is the same user. However, their profile picture is different when it's on their profile as opposed to when it's in the messages. Also, when I mouse over or hover over a user, have the hover to the left and not below the person, because if it's below, the hover then changes it and I'm not actually able to go on top of the pop-up modal. All right, I got to put that in because that was terribly explained. Terribly explained. Eating McDonald's, bro. Look up what is in McDonald's. You'll thank me. It's not even real. Not even real, bro. All right. There we go. Oh, that's the pop-up. The pop-up is not the same. Not the profile. Oh, that's what I included. All right. But it's not on the look at the bug. It's the same user, however, their profile picture is different when it's on their mouse over on the mouse over on the hover, or say mouse over opposed to when it's in the messages. All right, let's send that out. All right, you got your little shop. Let's see how the shop's doing. Let's go over here. Oh, I don't even have it open. Let's go to, look at this guy. Where's the shop? Right here. I don't know. Should I include URLs? Let's go to badges. Buy. Okay. Supposed to be. All right. I don't know. That's a little corn doggy, eh? It's a little corn doggy. But it's a start. What do I say? Make prettier. Have the pop-up modal. Better colors and updated to a more professional yet fun look. All right, let's see what they did there. Let's see. Professional yet fun. Yeah, you know what's going to be crazy too when the banks get involved on people not buying houses and just renting, and then data centers. Let's see. Let's claim this badge. All right. Show on profile. All right, that's not bad. Could have been a better user experience when you bought it. Go over here. This is also when you bought it. Have a better animation when people buy anything out of the shop. Either raining down confetti or an explosion of confetti or something. Maybe explosion of confetti off the screen, off the pop-up modal. All right, it's 1,000 degrees in this thing. Hold on a minute. How was Seth this week if he hasn't been on in 4 days? Check his... Uh-oh. What's Seth doing? What is Seth doing? Oh, I got the fan going in my Mac Pro. I haven't had that in a while. So we're pumping out grease right now. Let's see what it says on his profile. My points? That should go to my profile. Oh boy, that's funny. That's funny. Also, we need to combine this. I'm going to combine that today. Where that's 1, and then on Twitter, it is replies. So it's replies. Let's see how Seth did this. He hasn't been on. It's day 1. It's day 1. But it's saying Chuck. Huh. Members Chuck, but it says Seth. Me is Seth. Joined a week ago. Day 1. Resets on next login. That's a good point. I know the hashtags, that needs to be upgraded. We got to wrap it within the, probably the right side is the most used hashtags, and then the left is obviously the permanent. Let's see. That was not bad. Seth. Points. There we go. On pressure, it go to. It's not bad. It's not bad. Let's see. You can't like it and you can't comment. All right, that we'll have to work on today. We'll have to work on that today. We got to look into Seth. Seth might be a spy. Seth is a spy. I think he was the one that wanted that office room. Man, that was weird. That was weird. All right, if you copy paste the emoji into messages, you can't type or delete. Try it. Run this. Did I ban emojis? I don't know what you're talking about. If you copy paste the emoji into messages or delete. Is that just for you? Emojis are allowed. I allowed emojis. All right. To test block tracks. Ensure alt is on. Delete all of his alt accounts. Only the highest confidence. Oh my gosh, dude. Block. We're all the same person. I'm watching from two different YouTube videos. YouTube screens. Oh boy. What are we creating? This guy's got to go. We got to delete you. Yeah, we should go through and just start bombing people. Who hasn't last seen 14 days ago? Oh boy. Aldo, what are you doing? He's in Queens too. All right. Adrian, haven't seen you in a while. John, I'm Chuck. Seth is Chuck. What? I put my name as Seth? I don't know. That needs to be looked into. This guy came and gone. Came and went. That might not be real. These two guys put their actual real names. Good for them. That's probably not real. Yep. All right, let's get rid of you. Let's get rid of the blocked. Active yesterday. Get rid of Chuck too. Charles admin. Get rid of me. Hannah. Hannah's good. Hannah's good. Now we're just creating people. Eric's trialing. He's never logged in. He's never logged in. Let's get rid of you. All right, let's free up some spots. Let's free up some spots. Yeah. Last seen just now. Let's delete. Oh, come on now. Oh. That's annoying. That's annoying. Hold a minute. Yeah, you should. I sent you. You want me to... Well, because we're the same person. That's exactly the whole point of it. That's the whole point of it. Create a timed out option as an admin. You deleted your own account. Bro just deleted his own account. Uh-oh. That's funny. I deleted my own account. Now what are you gonna do? I'll create a new one. Let's do... There you go. I'm back in. I'm back in. I'm now Chuck 2. I'm now Chuck 2. There you go. All right, well, what we're going to do is make sure this is not visible. We're going to make sure that the pivot works as well. We're going to make sure this video works as well. So it goes over. Yeah, it's still not unified. This is it. Let's see. Now it uses the same. Okay, so it's saying it's using the same refresh. Still not. See, it works in. Let's close these out. Let's close that out. Use that prompt. That's what I'm going to be working on today. Close that out. Close that out. Manus acquisition. I actually want to look into that. Let's see this. Because it works in the Botenstein.
They actually want to get involved, and that's what we have. We have a community.
Yeah, it just resets it. Just resets it. All right.
For data architecture, for solopreneurs, for people that have ideas, for other vibe coders.
Yeah.
And it's very interesting because
it resets it. So when I'm on here, it goes to the pivot. Okay. Nice screenshot, brah. Nice screenshot, brah. All right. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do this now. Sick and tired of this video not working. Sick and tired. I want you to focus on this one video. It still restarts when I put the mouse on a different timeline than the beginning. This needs a deep dive on why none of the public-facing videos, whether it's on the homepage or it's on the individual pivots, actually work like it does in the members videos area within the community. All right, let's paste this exact URL. Let's paste this exact URL. There we go. There we go. All right, so this was the security. I should not have. Okay.
I built my own documents. I hold my own documents. I create something called Docs. That's very similar to Google. I am filming this
next.
in my community that I have built. The two biggest things.
Try with 4.6 like it generally might. Check DMs. What happened to Chuck 1? What happens is I have a feature that I can impersonate a user. So it just creates a new user, which is going to be changed after today. That's for sure. That's for sure. All right, so this is better animations when I buy something. Better animations when I buy something. So now, so that's getting worked on. Now let's go to Charles community. Let's go to, there we go, Seth Points right up there. Oh my gosh, these people are wackos. That's like the girl that wanted the Office. It's like, all right. Hi, hello. My name is Charles. We've seen each other before. You could maybe. Holy cow! They just stared at me like. I can't be deleted. I want you to create a timeout option as an admin command for each user profile. If the user is timed out, they are blocked from accessing the website for X amount of time written in the timeout. I like that. Thank you, sir. That's going to go in the upper left. The bottom right is when you buy stuff from the shop. Let's see what that's like. Let's see if it's better. Let's see if it's better. Let's go to badges. I already own this. I want to upgrade to Hustler. Cost. Oh, that's much better. Ooh, a little animation. It's going up and down. Permanent. Visible. All right. Corny, but why not? Show on profile. When I press the show on profile, it goes to this. All right. When I press show on profile after buying a badge, it brings me not to the profile. It brings me to this URL unless you are confirming I should show it on my profile. I don't understand the show on profile button and why it's going to this URL. All right, let's go like this. Send that out. This video thing is a pain in the tush. Oh yeah, this guy. Nope, we'll get rid of you. We'll get rid of you. That was security, so let's go over there. This was the mismatching in the messages. Me, when I see a new user registered and I'm trying to determine if that's Trax alt or not. What video is it? What is he doing? I heard some wackadoodle things about him. Let's see, does that... Oh, it gets even smaller. Check the DMs. Wow. Wow. He's... That whole family's got interesting. All right, we're going to film a pivot. This is the mismatch. No, it shouldn't go to the... Oh, it should go to the right. Okay. So it does... All right, so that's probably cleaner. Yeah. Hey, it's Trax. Hey guys. Hello. All right, boys and girls. We're gonna film a pivot. Oh, look at that. It even shows up Puzzler. Brokey. Should it replace it? I think it should replace it. Also that's weird. What was that? That came out to the left. That came out to the left. Huh. That's interesting. Should come out to the right. All right, let's do a screenshot there. When I go over Chuck, let's go over here. Chuck, it goes to the right. When I go over the message, it goes to the left. That's bad. And also profile. Yeah, oh yeah. It doesn't say message and follow because it's my own profile. This is in the main feed. On the main feed, you can see that when I mouse over the username, it goes to the left. When I mouse over the user's picture, it goes to the right. I want you to look into having this only go to the exact same spot, which is to the right. This is on the main icharles.com/community feed. All right, let's send that out. Man, getting kicked out of that office. Or that conference room. Man, I had a good setup. 2 hours. I should have said 10:30 to 12:30. I thought I said it. I guess I didn't. Uh-oh. Check the feed. Check the feed. Not a honeypot. Not a honeypot. I don't know. Everyone's a honeypot now. Everyone's a honeypot. Reverse engineer this guy. Look at this setup right here. Look at this. He's got a pocket square. No, that's a ribbon. No, he does have... Oh, no, that's in his hand. Look at that setup right there. That was peak 90s. Peak 90s. Bright red. This is before suits started to change into blues. Black, you was always in. It was always in. But Saul Rosenberg, better call Saul. Saul Rosenberg. He'll help you out. He knows a guy in Vegas. All right, boys and girls, we are going to sign off. We're going to make a... I also have to make money as well. And this girl never texted me back that invited me to some event in 4 weeks. That was weird. Maybe I shouldn't have said the text message that I sent. I don't know. Everyone's so sensitive now. There we go. We sent that out.
52 open findings. All right. Well, this boy's going to be... That's going to be fired out. I read every high severity finding. The code base is correctly hardened across all 4 classes. The scanner was just missing patterns. All right, we'll look into that as well. Oh, wow. Yeah, we need a Saul Goodman from the series. You should watch it. Better Call Saul? Never heard of that. 2015? What? Dude looked like I was from the 90s. Oh, it's on Netflix? Wow, look at that. Holy cow. Wow. That is a crazy amount of... Man, to be that good at acting, Breaking Bad, movies, you have a video series for 7 years on Netflix. Like that's... He was on Seinfeld. When was he on Seinfeld? Wow. Yeah, man, that was the end. Wayne Knight. Is he still alive? He is. He looks great. He almost looks better. He almost looks better than the 90s. 70. Wow. Remember him on Jurassic Park? Holy cow. That was a wild scene. I remember when that came out, I was like, whoa. Whoa. All right, so this was for the main feed. When I mouse over. All right. That could be better. Yeah. Could be better. Let's do another pass at that. Shouldn't be 2 different areas. 2 different areas right there. Let's do another pass at that. All right. Oh, let's get a stretch going. These are the results. The UI should be much better where it's in the same place and not jumping around. When I go from username, which is on the far right, to the profile, which is right next to the profile image. Think of a way to make sure that it doesn't jump around and the user can mouse over it onto the pop-up modal. Man, Bridgemind gave it to some guy yesterday in the chat. He goes something about like AI slop, which if you want to trigger Bridgemind, just say AI slop. And I beg to differ. Everyone's going to be vibe coding and everyone's going to be talking. There's no difference between the... See all these books behind me I read all these books behind me. I don't see any creases, bro. Open it. Let's see the highlights. Let's see the post-it notes. Let's see your book of notes. Allegedly, my opinion. No, he's a good guy. He's a nice fellow. You can tell that he has some integrity when it comes to life. That's the best way to say it. He has some integrity when it comes to life. Or, good integrity when it comes to life. And it's a prequel to Breaking Bad. Shows up why there's so many different Chucks. Chucks are getting created all over the place. They're getting created all over the place. Yeah, that's actually maybe... Uh-oh. Chuck just leveled up. Uh-oh. Completed his first course. Holy cow. That's unbelievable. He finished his first course. Oh. Zeus Edis 1. Hi, I just started vibe coding and I need your help. Sure, let your comments have it. I'm probably not the best person to be asking. You should probably go to Bridgemind. Not only the train, but the station as well. And also, that's one of the opening ways to what's funny when people. I heard there is like $100 billion. The guy on the podcast Moonshots was talking about how someone was wiring money to India. They were in the middle of wiring $50,000 to India because someone masked her boss's voice and said, "Hurry up, I need this right now. We're in the middle of a deal." And she was in the middle of wiring $50,000. I was like, that is crazy. Which post did you like? Oh, crikey. All right, well, I'm going to head out. And I'm going to... All right, we're going to make sure... Zeus, come back tomorrow, subscribe. No, we should encourage vibe coding. You haven't missed the train or the station because when I go to my brother's party who had 12 people who are on the ages of 12 to 18 and I ask them how many classes and when are you talking about AI, they go, I had one survey one time. What? They just want the traditional path of education to continue. That's a huge spigot. That's a huge spigot of taxpayer money funding teachers, teacher unions, pensions, pension plans. It's all tied together. Business schools, it's all tied together. They should just, colleges need to adapt. They need to become allegedly, my opinion, this is not advice, I think it's a 503c public benefit corporation where they essentially bring people in. They have a VC fund to fund people to code, and then they own portions of the business, kind of like Shark Tank, and you're also going to school. You know? Like that is the future. That is the future. You have to, as a school and a college, give more value than just classes. The future is not classes. The future is not in-person learning from a teacher surrounded by 40 other kids. That's not the future. Like it's so wild. So wild. See, I have some ideas for my video editing portfolio website, but the problem is that I need a good AI coding agent, and Claude is just too expensive for me. Could you recommend any alternatives? Chinese models like GLM is a great alternative, or Codex. There you go. You have your answer. I personally would not go with that. Oh, you want to build your own? Video is not there yet. I've been trying video for a while. Granted, you're smarter than me probably, so you would have it done within like 30 seconds. But actually, no, it's in personal video. It's going to shut off, but if I press record, it will create what should be an article, chapter, show notes, thumbnail prompt that I put into vidIQ, has the entire transcription right here, and then it does all of this. To get to this point, my head was slamming against walls. If you're going into true video editing, what's his name? Your volume seems low. Yeah, it is. What's up, Mark Miller? You come in at the 17th hour right now. You know why, Mark Miller? Because I got kicked out of a conference room that I thought my manager booked, my office space manager, booked for 2 hours, and they started at 10 to 12 instead of 10:30 to 12:30. So I'm a video editor, but I do need to present my work too. Clients don't always want to go through Google links. Yeah, I'm always having real tracks, and it's not okay. Mark Miller, yeah, I've been saying that, but Real Track said no, it's okay. Should we set up our first poll? Should we set up our first poll? No, who cares about that? Who cares about that? This is it though. This is how I'm gonna make. Put into the chat the. I wonder why it is low. I wonder why it is low, because it should be going through the Mac speaker, and then it is going through. Yeah, hit the notifications, Mac Miller. Come on. Let's see if that works. No, that's the music. That's the music. Let's go. Let's click out of there. Mac is that. Mac is that. DJI. That could be deleted. All right. Well, you're going to have to... I know, my bad. How dare you ignore me? How dare you ignore me? I'm the real Chuck. All right. Wow, real tracks. Look at those points. Holy cow. Let's see the full leaderboard. Look at this guy. All time. Coming in at the top. 1,700. Yeah, are you actually putting in feature requests as well? Like this fella right here. Black Goku. Goku. Whatever the heck that is. Yeah. How to join, Charles. You can click on iCharles.com and... okay, yeah. Literally after this stream, I might just start going crazy on the security. And just saying, where are these people coming in from? Where are these IP addresses originating from? Well, it's easy. You have a VPN, and then you just put it to a different country. See? There you go. The real truck. Steve's how? See, the thing isn't coming in either. Oh, you're just doing that on purpose, just for me, just for me. Now, what you should do is come in every single day and put me in the background, and then ask your questions in the foreground, because I don't know if to get to playing a video locally and having it come through, be as good of an editor as possible. You could, well, no. Yeah, you could use Proton. That's safe. Obviously, they're not all safe, but that's my opinion. Proton, sending a link there. Building a video editor that you can share the work with. Why are they sick and tired of Google Drives though? I don't know why they would be. Minnesota! Ah, Minnesota! Coming in hot. Minnesota! Are they in the playoffs? Minnesota. I totally spelt it wrong. Wild. They're not in the playoffs, right? Oh, you are. Wow. Oh, dude, the playoffs this year has been unbelievable. The amount of... Wow, they took control of the series handedly. And it was at home, too. And it was at home. Wow. Oh, I forgot Jack Hughes was on... or Quinn Hughes, I should say. Not Jack Hughes. Jack Hughes on the Northeast. Google Drive looks don't look professional. That is true. And the Wolves? What? You got to be kidding me. I used to watch that's crazy. Do you have Wolves in Minnesota? Obviously, Charles. Oh, I got to root for the Spurs. I'm sorry. They had all the boys back in the day. Robinson. They were brutal. team within the paint. Brutal team. Well, you got a game tonight, that's for sure. At San Antonio. That's a place I would never move to, Texas. That place is ungodly hot. I was there in August, and I was at a real estate conference. I was wearing a suit because you got to look professional in front of the ladies, because the real estate women dress like to the nines. If you want to date someone who dresses up, date a real estate agent. That's a woman. And I walked from the hotel to the conference center because I'm in New York. I'm a New Yorker. You walk anything within 15 blocks, you're walking. Like I'm walking probably 15 blocks right after this to drop off a check or to go to Capital One and drop off a check. And then I walked there. I was sweating like a banshee, and everyone's looking at me like, bro, why didn't you just take a cab? Take a cab? It's a 10-minute walk. What are you talking about? Take a cab? 10-minute? How long was a cab? 30 seconds? A minute? You went to one stoplight and then you pulled into the conference center? They looked at me like I had 10 heads. That's a really hard thing to give up, to be honest. Welcome Zeus into the... Yeah, well... Walking is something that's really hard to give up. I have so much agency. I walk outside. I have 50 different places I can eat at. I have transportation to go anywhere in the city. I have MSG where the Knicks are going to be playing literally within 4 blocks of where I am right now. It's 3 blocks, actually. I'm on 37th. They're on 34th. You know, it's... My buddy runs security there. And he's told me some stories. Celebrities are very different when they're not performing. That's for sure. I've run into a lot of them. And the only real ones are hockey players. The only real ones. Where is Zeus? Uh-oh. Welcome. Dude, look at the chin on that fella. Look at the chin on him. Uh-oh. He's active. Taking over all these spots. Let's message him. Message Zeus. Oh, are you the guy from the... No, you're just... Chuck doesn't even want to delete me. At the zoo. And up north, BK Lounge. BK Lounge. I used to go to some BK lounges, Brooklyn lounges. Why did that not go through? That should update on the left side. Oh, okay. Got to refresh. All right. We're finding out Chuck 23. Why is this a thing, though? We're going to create a why is this a thing, though. Mark Miller, what you got to do, my man, is you got to go to Perplexity and you got to put the... Yeah, this is exactly... There's going to be a market crash, allegedly, in my opinion. That is going to be 1930s. In the 1930s, it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad. Everyone's riding the stock highs, but, well, it's down only 60 points, but it's going to be wild. Alphabet, Meta, Apple, Tesla, SpaceX, AI. Yeah, it's going to be wild. Look at that. They actually have an uncertainty sentiment. I would not have that public. How did legal allow that? Oh, is that based on, you know what they did? They did that for X. Someone scraped the words on X and then traded against the sentiment on X and was like huge amounts of money was made. Brilliant idea. Should tell that to my nephew. Hey, scrape the sentiment on the words used on X. Granted, now it's all just a bunch of negativity. And then trade against that. Oh my gosh. Perplexity, personally, I think is the best place because it doesn't have a bias on it. Probably does in the algorithm. It doesn't have bad of a bias because if you go to CNBC or if you go to Fox Business, they have biases and they essentially run stories. I won't say, but the stories that are run are highly curated to either that company or to spin something around the company, positive or negative. In that business at that level, they are they're buying the news. You know, obviously that's why pharmaceuticals are so their ads are so crazy because they buy positive news about the pharmaceutical industry. That's why you don't see anything about the, allegedly, in my opinion, that's why you don't see anything bad about it, regardless of any trials or bad trials or lawsuits or anything like that. But if you go to Perplexity, I don't have any politics on here. I don't have anything about Congress people. It's all AI tech, essentially just saying, what do I'm, you know, tech and science. I don't even care about science. Business a little bit. Who cares about arts and culture? That's complete flop. Sports, I don't care about. Entertainment is the last thing on my mind. I don't want to be entertained. Don't tell me to be entertained. There's going to be, we'll just say in the coming 12 months, a lot of agencies using the high-end closed models to do cyber attacks, whether it's on infrastructure, banks, companies, countries. It's going to be out of control. I think it's going to be out of control. Spying is going to get high. Cameras, they're going to use it. That's going to be their excuse to essentially put you in a credit style system that China has right now. But they'll use the guise of safety because that's what people want. They want to feel safe. So they have to do a Trojan horse of safety. But anyway, Peaky Blinders. Dude, who's in Bitcoin? You're in Bitcoin? You're in Bitcoin? Oh my gosh. Peaky Blinders. Yeah, I know. Someone took a video of him filming, and the comments of the girls were like out of control. It sounded like a bunch of dudes going after, what's her name? That was in the Transformers movie. It's like, all right, we're a little too thirsty right now. Let's take it easy. Yeah, data centers is going to be, that's going to be extremely contentious. That is an interesting angle that I haven't pinpointed because there's not a lot of flyover states that have huge swaths of water like Florida has the Everglades. To be honest, they said it on moonshots. Laying fiber cable is very expensive. You have to talk to 10 different agencies. It's really hard to if there's anything wrong, but putting data centers out in the ocean and then fiber cabling it. But what this one guy proposed is he wants to do satellites. So essentially it just goes to a satellite. The data center goes to satellite and comes down to Earth. And he said 88,000. It's like, I don't know. Then I always thought the ocean would be better than space, but you know, what am I gonna, you know, I'm just a podcaster in a phone booth in New York City, just talking completely out of my head. All right, boys and girls, we're gonna dig into why is this a thing and real tracks. I have some sources at the NSA, so I'm gonna run their thousands of IP addresses, pinpoint where they are, and send somebody to knock on their door today. A joke, allegedly joke. Now we're gonna do a lot once we sign off. Are you trying to just run up the members so nobody else can join? Nobody else. I already know you're the same person with 2 different accounts. I already know that. But we can, yep, Nick G. Andromeda. Yeah, look at that. Sam the Builder became a monthly member. Congratulations, John, Oliver. Anyway, Mark Miller, turn on the notifications. I am going to pop out. I have a, little do you know, me and Why Is This a Thing own every single account except for yours. Well, it looks good. That's what Barnum and Bailey used to do. That's what politicians do. Pay off people, and then you have a huge crowd, and everyone sees a crowd, wants to join the crowd. But not if they're Australian. I don't know. That's a little too much. Wow, Chuck getting booted. Look at that, going down. Dog ball. All right, I'm going to pop out. See you later, Mr. Miller. See you later, Real Tracks, and everyone else that has tuned in. We'll be going live again tomorrow after I fix the back end to make it impossible for anyone else except myself to be actually joining. Oh, British are a little weird too. Well, the Australians are British. We're British too. Well, I'm Irish. They took us out in the 1800s. You know, Ireland has never recovered from the 1800s of what the British did. They killed 3 million were starved, 3 million left, and then 3 million stayed, and then I think they're at 5 million. So they never actually recovered. They never actually. The British are, I don't know if they'll turn their country around. They're just like, they don't have AI anywhere. They have no tech. They have some tech. All the Brits that are smart and rich move to America. They have Oxford. And then they don't have like a VC capital like San Francisco. You know, we have a huge, on my floor, we have a huge amount of French. We have some British. Lot of South Korean, Japanese, Chinese, so a lot of Asians, not a lot of South Americans, not a lot of Spain, Portugal. We have some Germans. Germany will always be like top notch on everything because their culture is like so rigid around work. It's crazy. They just work hard and they don't laugh. They're the best at like discipline. French, not as much. They're lazy. Sorry for the French, but they are all over the place. They are good at biking and sports and rugby and biking and triathlons. So British don't own British anymore. Yeah, you feel bad for the British. You know, they owned everything. The British Empire rivaled Rome. Rome just became Catholic, and then they just got subverted. That's why you have monarchs that are still out there, and then weird. They're not even democracies. They're, you know, like the French Prime Minister has been in there for, I think, 8 years or something. I don't know if they even have elections anymore. Like that in Canada, they were all monarchs, and then they turned into what the United States is, but they didn't do what the United States is, which is put on guardrails on elections. So they're in there forever. Your main account. Which one is your main account, though? Which one is your main account? I don't even know which one is your main account. Did I close this down? Oh, okay, no. Give me your main account, and then that one just, let's go to leaderboard. Let's go to all time. All time. Uh-oh. Oh my gosh. 37. 37. Look at that. Wow. Unbelievable. That is tremendous. That is tremendous. That is incredible. Got to give it to him. He's been building longer than I have. All right, I'm going to pop out. Subscribe, join. I'm getting exhausted. I got kicked out of my conference room, and then the building excellency has diminished a little. All right, Mark. Enjoy your day. Good luck on the Wolves, even though I'm voting for doing probably San Antonio Spurs. Probably San Antonio Spurs. Yeah. Yeah. If you want a... who's the one guy that joined in, if he's even still listening, is... what's his name? I don't know. He asked the question. Zeus? I don't know. I don't know who's got it. Yeah. Oh, I know. I know, Mark. Listen, you can't have two teams. Granted, the Wild are going to be booted. Minnesota deserves it because you have the best program for hockey. Just like lacrosse is Long Island and Maryland. Basketball is LA, New York. Football is Florida, Texas, and the Midwest. Probably like Iowa. And then what's the other one? Baseball? Baseball is all the Caribbean. Baseball is pretty much anyone that's not American. That's your gateway into America. There we go. Can you put me at 30 days?